Welcome, beloved, to our prayer promise this week, dear friends. We're here at a place called Tent Hill, which is nearby Mount Sylvia, about 20 minutes southwest of Gatton. It's purely an agricultural area, producing various vegetables, like spring onions and broccoli, etc. Lately, you could notice a gradual change to less labour-intensive farming, like wheat, for example. It's becoming quite a popular choice. Just look at this wheat, ready and waiting to be harvested. Our verse comes this morning, a promise out of Isaiah chapter 41, verse 15. Isaiah 41 and verse 15. Behold, I'll make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. Make the hills as chaff. I've titled this little short message, A Blunt Knife Can Cut. Yes, a blunt knife can cut. Have you sometimes tried to cut a tomato with a blunt knife? You apply extra pressure and then suddenly it goes through and ends up into your finger, causing a nasty laceration. However, if that knife was sharpened, it would have cut the tomato much easier without cutting your finger. Not so. Think of a bar of raw steel. Originally, that bar of steel is worth only $5. After it's been wrought into, example, horseshoes, it's worth $10. If that same bar of steel has been made into sewing needles, it's worth $350. If, however, that same bar of steel is turned into springs for watches and clocks, it's worth $250,000. Wow. Think what a hammering that bar of steel must have gone through to be worth that much. The more that bar of steel had to go through the fire, beaten, pounded and polished, the greater its value has become. Often those of us who suffer most are capable of yielding the most. And it is through pain and suffering that God gets the most out of us for His glory and blessing of others. Life is very mysterious at times. It would be unexplainable unless we believed that God was preparing us for ministries that lie beyond what we can see, for some special service. Even there at the meatworks where I work, you see the workers continually sharpening their knives on a stone or even on a steel. Continually. Why? To cut easier and resulting in less problems when producing the various cuts of meat, but also have less chance of injuring themselves, whether it's muscles or even lacerations. The same with a woodwork turning lathe. The one that's got the sharpest knives produces the finest work of woodwork in the end. It's the sharpened teeth of a sickle. In the olden days, that enables you to cut the wheat with ease and be useful in the Master's harvesting field. Beloved, God has promised His people that He will make us new and sharp for the harvest. If we just allow Him to wrought us and remove the obstacles like sin in our lives to sharpen us. Behold, I'll make thee a new sharp threshing instrument. Having teeth, thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. God bless you, beloved. Amen.